Hi, thanks for joining me. I hope that you are in peace. I am enjoying my day so far. Have no complaints. So, let's get to the reading. Detachment popped out. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. Releasing with love. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Empathy on the bottom of the deck. You feel and understand the emotions of another in service of love. Vision at the headspace. Self-love is what we're speaking and the message that we're putting out. Expression is in the heart space. What we are receiving is humility, giving out gratitude. Action card is detachment once again. Detachment popping out once again, but it's in the action space. And responsibility is the past energy. And oh yeah, I already said empathy at the bottom of the deck. It's a little hot and muggy out here, but it's such a nice day. So pretty. Um, with the vision card, it says that no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving and just universe. Keeping our mind on our vision and keeping our mind on the bigger picture, everything will work out in divine timing and divine plan and divine order, um, and continuing to be in alignment. And self-love is the message that we're giving out, and it's our truth. It says that you realize that love of self is necessary to love one another, um, to love another. And self-love came out yesterday in what we were receiving. So it's what we are speaking, and it's our truth. It's our message. So we are putting it out there to the world. It's like yesterday it's like I'm ready to receive that's coming in for me. And right now it's like I'm actively speaking that, giving it off because I understand it. I understand that it's my truth, and that's where I reside, is in self-love. Um, and I'm honoring myself. And then we are expressing that in the heart space. It says you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into actions of love, into acts of love. And then giving out humility or receiving humility. You have developed a loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. And this came out yesterday in the action space, whatever. So what we should be acting on is humility. And so that's what we're receiving. So because we are actively giving that out and being non-judgmental, we're receiving the same energy in return, humility, acting out of a place of self-love and expressing that, expressing self-love, expressing love in every action. We're receiving humility and then giving out gratitude. That's what we're actively giving out, being just grateful for everything and everyone and the situations as they appear. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. So it's just like being happy for things as they are, not that things won't bother us or, um, won't. It's just being happy, just happy, knowing that things are happening the way that they're supposed to happen. Understanding the lessons that are needed to be learned from any situation, and just being aware in the moment. What do I need to learn from this? Yeah, this situation gets on my nerves or whatever, but how can I grow from this? How can everybody win from this situation? And just being grateful for the outcome, no matter what, and for the experience. And I realized that the throat chakra area, um, in my case, and it may be the case of some others, has been maybe underdeveloped or blocked in a sense or whatever. So needing to love the self and be grateful for the vision and the gifts that have been bestowed upon us, and being able to speak that no matter what, loving yourself and appreciating yourself and respecting yourself enough to be able to express freely. It's That's your gift. That's your birthright. Is to be able to express yourself freely and love yourself. And so, coming from a detached place is being non-judgmental, allowing people to just simply be themselves. You're yourself, and it says that you are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. So, coming from changing perspective, being more creative and more loving in your approach. Um, Realizing that if you always do what you've always done, you always be where you have always been. So having new perspectives, new ideas, um, and this is like the same energy with them having like the same color to me. So just having grace and coming from a pure place, a pure heart in the situation, and just like being at peace with what is, and being at peace with other people and how they handle their situation. Like you can learn a lot from people, from their behavior and what they do and how they handle things and how they handle you. Sometimes it's hard for me to just sit back and like, do you see what you're doing? Like, you are pushing me away or whatever. But sometimes you just gotta let it. If people want to leave from out of your life, or people want to behave a certain way or whatever, just let them be them. Let them, that's they say that that's God's protection. If somebody is, you know, trying to leave out of your life, don't hold on to them. If a situation didn't work out, whether it be a job, whatever the situation may be, like taking on a detached approach and not holding on to the emotion, but understanding the lesson that needed to be learned. And then responsibility is in the past energy. It says, so you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So we have no control over this energy, but it's good to know that this energy has been displayed responsibility, a responsible energy. So being more mature, coming from a more mature place, and that, and before I even turned on the, well, basically I'll finish my thought. So coming from a more mature place, and that's what'll get us far. Um, because we're not taking on a childish approach or whatever. You want to be childlike at heart and lighthearted about things, and that'll help us to be more mature and more responsible, because you're not acting out of spite or acting out of, um, saying things out your ass or whatever the case may be. It's just, how like an elder
can, or let's say older person or elder, they just seem like your grandma. Let's think like your grandma, for instance, whatever. Most people's grandma, it's like that's like the most loving person that you can encounter, like soft, gentle, but it still like has a bunch of wisdom, and some of them might even tell you off in a minute, but you know it's coming from a good place. But the point that I'm making is that we want to sometimes take on that energy, that crone wisdom, that ancient wisdom. It's just like they don't, they've been through a lot, but it hasn't hardened them. Some of them, it hasn't hardened them. They learn to, I was gonna say kind of take it on the chin or whatever, but it's just like, to me, it's just like, I just heard the Drake song. No, not Drake, J. Cole song. And then that little insert where George Bush is on there like, fool me once, shit. Well, if you fool me, you can't get fooled again, or whatever he said. That's so funny to me every time I hear that song. But J. Cole says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, throw up the peace sign, load up the chopper, let it rain on you, or something like that. And it's just like, I see what's going on, but it is what it is. I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna give you your space to go do you, but you better not come over here with that bullshit, cause I'm gonna love on you. I'm gonna fix your meal. I'm gonna try to, embrace you or whatever, pray for you, but you're not gonna bring that nonsense over here, and we're gonna be responsible over here. That's what that's what we gonna do. That's how we gonna handle that. And if you ain't with it, then you can go on somewhere. Like just like a more mature energy, and then but a loving vibe. Like it's out of a place of love. Like the most loving place that I can deep. The most loving, deepest love that I can find, that I can muster. And um, which is the best place. I was telling my kids something that we heard. What were we listening to? It was something about I don't remember who was giving this, who the lecture was from, but they were talking about having an unshakable core, a core being so strong and a peace being so strong. And to me, I was thinking about like a love being so strong and unshakable, um, that it's like the depths of the ocean, like the deepest part of the ocean where the water is like not really moving, that deep still peace and unshakable core. And I don't know if I finished my thought when I was talking about before I even started the reading. I heard unrelenting wisdom, um, and I always talk about like having establishing a person's will, but unrelenting wisdom, like not allowing others or ourselves to put a cap on our wisdom. And we're knowing that we're continuously growing, we're continuously evolving, and we can find the lesson and the wisdom in any situation, and the virtue in any situation, and the grace and receive grace um, in any situation. We just have to be open to it and aware of it, those teachable moments and those the lessons that need to be learned. And I was gonna just say that this has like the similar energy because of the colors in the card, and they're right next to each other. So it's in the heart space. Expression is this is what we're expressing. Our responsible nature, being more detached, letting people do them, being grateful for whatever it is, and still loving self. Like, okay, yeah, it might have hurt or whatever, but I still love you and I still love myself. And I love myself enough to be a little detached, for the both of us and for the betterment of the situation. Um, I did wanna let me read this. It is hot out here. Sweating out here. In every video, like my forehead is always shiny. My nose is always shiny, but whatever. I'm glad that I don't have dry skin. I have oily skin. So I need to go back to honestly putting coconut oil on my skin more often, like on my face. I always use it for like my arms and stuff like that, but I don't put it on my skin often enough. And I heard that it's the, and I know it works because just from using it, but coconut oil on your face, even though my skin is oily, it helps so that my skin doesn't end up being as oily. However that works, I don't know, but it works. So, self-love. You realize that love, there goes that throat. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. As the old saying goes, you cannot love somebody else until you love yourself. It's true. The most important goal you can achieve in this physical dimension is that of loving yourself unconditionally. And it's a tough one. You are a very person who knows you are the very person who knows your dark secrets, faults, and shortcomings the best. It's easy to see the good in other people because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Do you really think that you are the only person who you know who is not worthy of your love? Your soul is perfect. Your human shell is imperfect, and so is everyone else's. The quality of love you give out is only as good as the quality of love you have for yourself. So stop shortchanging the world by not loving yourself with the same intensity that you do others. You've made mistakes, but you've learned from them. That's what progress and spiritual evolution are all about. Love your weaknesses as much as your strengths because they are your teachers. Ain't that the truth? What movie was that from? Don't Be a Menace or something. Where the old lady's like, ain't that the truth? I think that was from that. Anyways, you get the point though. Like, we're doing ourselves and others a disservice if we're not coming from a place of self-love and gratitude. So, because this is what we're activating, this is the power of love activation cards. We're activating this self-love in our speech, keeping our mind set on our vision because we have the vision of the big picture, where we are giving out gratitude, we are receiving humility, and detaching from circumstances and just the feelings of it and our emotions, detaching from that, still feeling, but giving that love to ourselves, as intensely as we're trying to give it out to others, and that's what our expression is on, and we're doing it in a responsible way. Ew. Yeah. The star, well, I like to take the cards that pop out. I just want to look and see. The star popped out. So keep shining like the star. Keep shining. Keep setting those intentions, making your vision plain, receiving that star and cosmic wisdom, and it's just spiraling out. Like, that's that unrelenting wisdom. Take that. Take that. Take that. Anyways, take that. Um Crazy. I just want to see what it says for the star. It says, allow the spiritual blessings to pour over you. Yes, I received that. This is a time to focus your ideas so that they can manifest. Let inspiration guide you. True. Yes, I received that. And then 12. So that's a 17, 8. Yes. So to infinity and beyond. I received that. And then the 12 popped out, which is the hangman. 12 is a 3, so that's still manifestation. Energy, and it says, surrender to the darkness so that you can be reborn. Sacrifice wealth and power to manifest your will. Discover a new way to bring your will into fulfillment. Right? And that's the expression that I'm talking about, having self-love and allowing people to be them so you can just be immersed, so we can be immersed in what it is that we see fit for ourselves, immersed in our vision. Don't worry about what's going on around us or whatever. Stay immersed in this energy. And then the Seven of Pentacles came out after that, and that came out yesterday as well, when I was just like shuffling. Well, like it did today. So I'm gonna read that really quick. Um, yeah. Failure to manifest desires, unable to recognize the good or bad in the world around you. Negative thoughts cast doubts across your work. Yep. So that's where that self-love will come in, and that gratitude and being more mature in that energy. And so with that being here, that's a possible energy. But then with the hangman saying, you know, you have the ability to manifest your desires. Just go within and find that balance and that equilibrium, and be suspended from the cosmic and celestial energy. Don't be immersed in the 3D and what's going on around. Notice what's going on, be aware of what's going on, but able to see past it and sidestep it. Dab on that negative energy. Anybody got time for that? This is what we have time for. Three of Cups energy. Life, wisdom, intuition, love overflowing. That's what we have time for. What is that? Mercury in Cancer. And let's see what it says. Feeling fulfillment from those around you, satisfying communions with trusted friends, celebrating a group effort. So remove ourselves from the people or the places or the situations that have maybe like hidden intentions or whatever. Like, see it for what it is and feel it when you feel that uneasy feeling or whatever, or something that's just not quite right about situations. Then take it for what it is and see it for what it is, and just, send it peace, send it love, the situation, the person, whatever, and listen to wisdom and intuition, and follow your gut, and celebrate with the people who celebrate you, who are willing to give you, life, and pour into you. Pour into those people. Don't waste your time pouring into people who want to just take. And the Five of Swords energy is here, and it says thoughts of defeat run through the mind. Battle the inner demons. Things pile up around you. So it's like not knowing who to trust, like not knowing who to count on or whatever. And then the Tower is here. So let the Tower fall on that type of energy. We're not trying to continue to be in that kind of energy, but then the energy is here for, like, these are the higher arcanas. So with this energy, this is potential energy, and this is the Three of Cups is right in between these two energies. So they're more heavier energies, and you see this is a more lighthearted energy. So the potential is here, and there's people around you who actually do want to see you win, and who do want to see you um, flourish. Don't allow your self-doubt and other people's mess to come in and mess up what you already know and what you know that you deserve. So let the Tower fall on the things and the people and the situations, and let those timelines close on the people and situations or whatever that no longer serve you. God sees everything, and then God gave you the vision to be able to see everything. Keep your eyes and ears open, stay woke, and understand that you have the ability to manifest whatever you see fit. Love yourself. Remain grateful for situations and lessons. Continuously ask, what lessons do I need to gain out of this situation? And and have unrelenting wisdom, unrelenting faith. Don't give up. Can't stop, won't stop, as Fleur Burn always says. Two of Swords. Don't be double-minded about the situation. Establish that will and know that peace is the ultimate goal. Peace. You don't have to go from pleasure to pain. We're gonna go from peace to pleasure. Peace to pleasure. Joy. Wheel of Fortune. Get the ball rolling. Get it rolling. You already know what you want. Keep your mind. New card was gonna fall. What is that? Temperance card, I think it is. Okay, I'm trying to flash y'all nothing. Okay. And this is the adjustment card that came out. And this was out yesterday in the heart space. So it's saying to close your eyes to whatever's to the outside world and put things together, bring things together. Like I'm hearing, like all things come together for the good of those who love the Lord. So basically, just allow things to flow. Get in the flow. Get in that energy, that self-love energy, that grateful energy. Remember your vision. Your vision comes from here. It's not with your two eyes. Use your first eye to manifest the things that God wants to give you, that the Most High wants to give you. Prosperity and abundance is your birthright. Remember that. Remember that, Ash. Forget, and it's not about wealth and your bank account. It's about spiritual wealth, spiritual, a healthy spirit, healthy mind, healthy heart. Those things come first and foremost. Then the abundance will come just naturally in your bank account, in your pocket, and stuff like that. That stuff will come. See, Ten of Pentacles, that just popped out, and I just put it on the bottom of the deck. But see, that's here. That ain't an issue. The thing is getting your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your house in order. I'm so hot. I'm sweating. Oops. Hands are like sweaty, so I can barely even see. And that when I opened up the deck, Hangman again, talking about manifesting from a place of knowing, and then the Princess of Pentacles. And like I said before, the Ten of Pentacles had just popped out. So it's about that inner knowing and getting in the flow. Eight of Cups is here. Come out of a broken-hearted place. Self-love. Okay. One more time. I just heard cut again. No. So it's how did I do that? Got them upside down. Okay, and then the Prince of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So it's a lot of what? How many swords? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 swords cards, and then 1 Ace of Cups. That's a lot of sword energy. So it's all about thoughts, all about what we think about ourselves. All about swords. That's why that self-love is so important. And gets on my nerves. But it's so important to do the work, because people will try to play tricks with your mind, and then even your mind, your own ego or whatever, will tell you that you're not good enough, things are not going to work out, like miracles don't happen, or this won't work out for you or whatever. And you got to quiet that negative, observe it, okay, whatever, throw a peace sign, load up the chopper, let it rain. No, I'm just like, but for real, like getting our minds right is going to be so important, because there's so much abundance that's ready to come in. We just cannot be double-minded about what it is that we want and what our vision is. And so in the headspace, we had vision, and then for these cards, the Thoth deck or Millennial Thoth deck, the Eight of Swords came out, and that talks about your agenda is not going as planned, lack of clear progress being made, your energies are scattered. That's evident. Energies look to be scattered because we have to focus on self-love, and this stuff that's going on around is it's not ours, it's not mine. My focus is on my vision, is on self-love, humility, being detached from it. I detach from that stuff. You detach from it. If you find yourself in the thick of it, I know the eclipse energy has been a little heavy for some, but release, detach from it, detach from that. Princess of Swords is at the is what we're speaking, is our message that we're giving out. And she in this card talks about coming from like not having all the information, so like being quick to act, like she's ready to charge, and she doesn't necessarily have the wisdom of like the Queen of Swords in order to just cut right through the bullshit. She's just like, I'm jumping on anything I see, like cutting it off, like, and it's asking to be more responsible about it. And responsibility is in the past, so we don't have any control over that, and we have been responsible, and so it's like she has wisdom, but it's just like after coming, because the thoughts are scattered, it's like you don't know who to trust in a sense. And I said that before, don't know who to, but you can always trust yourself. You can always give that same intensity, the same intense energy of love and gratitude to yourself. And the Two of Swords came out in the expression, and that's in the heart space, and that's a Libra energy. And the Two of Swords says a dualistic nature appears. You face a stalemate and a compromise must be made. Find balance in a situation. So we definitely want our heart to be balanced. It's to begin to express more. Not right now, baby. No, you can't walk. We'll walk him. We'll walk him when I get done, okay? Okay, take him off the leash while he's in the house, though. And close both those doors back, okay? I know you can come outside after. No, not right now. You don't need to come out right now. We'll walk him when I get done. Okay, close the door. Thank you. You can let him back in too. Let him back in with you. It's okay. Let him out here with me. You can let him out here with me, and then we'll go for a walk when I get done. Okay? Close that door and go watch it. Okay? Close the door back. Okay? And we can go play in a minute. And stay out your brother's chips. I see him all over your face. Get out of here. Okay? I'll be in there in a minute. Put him up though. No, I did not. I'm making a video, sweet pie. Okay, well, stay out of my stuff and tell her to do the same thing. I'll give y'all a snack once I get in, but not if you're going to be going in it without asking. No, ma'am. Close the door, please. 3, 2, peace. Nope. Just get one. I'll take that. You get one, and that's it. Okay, close the door. She didn't even close the door. These little children. Oh, she did. Okay, thank you. Okay, I spoke too soon. She closed the door. Oh my gosh. So, I'm so hot. Okay. Now, the need to be able to focus. That's what I was talking about. Focus. Don't be double minded about things. Find balance and equilibrium and learn to harmonize situations. Harmony is the key. We're not going to be always able to balance this and balance that, whatever. Sometimes it's hard to balance when you have so many things, but maybe that's get things done and put things in their proper perspective. And you don't have to worry about holding on to so much stuff. Write things down, put things, like I said, in a proper perspective so that you can get it out your mind space and out your head space. And put people, allow them to do what they're going to do, so that, and you say how you feel and get it off your chest or whatever, so that it's not still playing trick, running through your mind or whatever. And then just release, take more of that detached approach, because it's, you don't want to be too, come on Max, be too heavy. You don't want your mind to be heavy with all this stuff. It's not necessary. But then the Eight of Cups is coming in for us. The Eight of Cups is right there on humility, and that's the only Cups card that's out here. Um, but a nice, but a good Cups card to have. The Ace of Cups talks about, it's the Holy Grail. It talks about, take the time to enjoy the new emotions flowing your way. Initial flicker of a relationship. Allow the good to flow into your life. So meditate on this energy, focus on this energy, and know that good is coming in. Once you release this stuff, understand when people do things, when you see things around you, whatever, it's not good or bad. It is what it is. When people are trying to, leave from your life or play games or whatever. Hold on, baby, I'm making a video. Stay out of your brother's chips. I told Sissy that. I stay out of his stuff, and you stay out of my candy. You got one, that's enough. You'll come outside in just a few minutes, okay? Okay, love you. Close the door. Yeah, that door. Yep. Close it. Thank you. Girls. So, that's my other daughter. So, just take the time to enjoy the new emotions flowing your way. It's gonna seem like it's a new cycle that's coming in. Allow this heavy energy to just dissipate and make way for the wisdom that's trying to come in, the understanding that's trying to come in, the higher consciousness, the higher awareness that wants to come in. Allow it to flow in. Get out of this heavy energy and the people that's trying to keep you stuck, or the situations that you find yourself being stuck in. Like, you can't seem to, it's it's not good enough. Like, you can't fix everything is what it makes me feel like. I know that myself sometimes try to, like, but if this was just different or whatever, you can't fix everything, can't fix everybody. You got to love yourself, fix yourself, and worry about you, not worry about you, but focus on you, and the rest will free your mind and the rest will follow. Oh my gosh. But that's so true. And then the Nine of Swords energy came out into, like, what we're giving out. So what the heck is that about? It doesn't look good. Look like somebody just came out of a war or whatever, and all the blood is dripping. And nobody got time for that. Like, I'm not trying to cut nobody. And you better not cut me. Stay over there with that. Illusions appear. Nothing is as it seems. Your imagination takes over. Stresses are temporary. So is with this 9 being here, and then the 10 is in the very next space, which is in the detachment area. And the 10 of Swords came out yesterday, and what we were receiving. And so now it's more in the action or whatever. So it's like the end. It's moving, cycling on through. It's the 9 and then the 10. So gradually, like, moving out of this energy. So we don't want to we want to find that balance, but come from out of this stagnant and heavy energy. Like, come from out of there. And I know that the it's just part of the process. But we want to come from a more mature place and not like an immature place of just cutting everybody off, or going back inside the shell or whatever. Because of the harshness of the world or whatever. But it's just keeping an open mind and doing the work, because that's what'll benefit and help everybody out. And that's what a true sage wants to do, is have the best outcome for everybody involved, not just self. And then the Six of Swords is here for the past energy, and that talks about, it says, direct your intellect to a point, understand and appreciate the scientific branches of knowledge, have an adaptable spirit. And like I said, just being adaptable, knowing how to just transmute this energy, and understand that this stuff is temporary. Just be able to be adaptable and adjust accordingly. That's what alchemy is about. And alchemy had came out yesterday. Is just being able to transmute this heavy energy, lower energy, or whatever. Understand where it's coming from, what it's about. Be open up to when you have that, when you're going through that heavy energy. It's like you're being called to go higher. Once you feel like you at a place that you're kind of comfortable, whatever. I think it's Les Brown who said you should put yourself in a perpetual state of uncomfortability. So you don't ever want to just be too comfortable. Everything is just, always, you know. What movie was I just thinking about? Loving Basketball. Um, and don't I do enough to put your fine ass in Gucci and gold or something like that? He said. But basically, like don't let everything just be. I mean, everything. You definitely want peace, and it shouldn't be like complete highs and lows. But also, whenever you feel yourself getting into stuck energy, you know that your mind is being expanded and your territory is being expanded. So when you ask for more, you have to be ready to receive more. Don't fight the past, um, and try to get it to stay. Allow the tower to fall where it may, where it needs to fall, and be ready to receive. Prince of Pentacles, like I told you, that was up underneath the deck. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers from the Mythical Goddess Tarot. Woo! Part of like falling out. And then the Crone Ascension card came out. So they need to ascend from this lower energy and not and release control. Come here, Max. The need to want to control things. The Maiden Earth card came out, and then the Creative Spark and the Child of Fire came out. So that's the need to ignite your passions. Find what brings you passion and sparks your interest, and sparks a desire within you, and find the beauty in life, and find your rightful seat in this world, your rightful place. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody. You don't have to compete with anybody. You have your rightful place in this world, and you need to find it. Keep your eye on your vision. Once you have it, and keep your eye on that. Keep that spark flaming and within yourself. Keep that light flaming within yourself and burning within yourself. And don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't steal your own joy by allowing doubt to creep in. As soon as doubt tries to creep in, then do something to release it and to affirm the new energy coming in. Affirm how you want things to be. Affirm what God already has told you and showed you. And the illumination card is at the bottom of the deck with Amaterasu, the sun card, right up underneath there. So illuminate that warrior spirit within yourself. Get past this heavy energy in your mind and know that it's illusions. Don't let people play tricks on your mind. Don't you allow the ego to play, tricks with your mind. Illuminate the things that the shadow parts about yourself and the self-doubt that you may have, because you're coming through a breakthrough, and in order to receive the abundance that you know that you are due, and receive the gifts and the higher level that you want to attain, you have to come out in the sun and embrace it. Embrace your shadow side, embrace your faults, embrace your flaws or whatever. Embrace the beautiful parts about yourself, because it's all one. It's all intertwined. It's all you. So continue to be authentic. Woo! Oh shoot, that mug fell all the way down there. Boundaries is at the bottom of the deck, and that card is the star card that fell. So the star card came out again. So I'm gonna just read it from the deck. I don't feel like going all the way down there off the patio. I'm up too far. So I'll go get it in a minute. Star card is what, like further in the deck? Yes, it's 17. Which is the 8 again, infinity. So this is what the star card looks like. I'm not about to go get that card right now. The star goddess of the Pleiades has been called by many names in many cultures throughout time, such as Alcyone. It's Alcyone. Alcyone. I'm about to look that up. Matariki. 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 Haluk. Miyumko. And Maya. You can see those names in case you wanna. I like to be able to see things myself so I can pronounce them. That's the names. But anywho, um, she is not to take, not to minimize it or whatever her energy or presence, but she is the central sun of the galaxy, the very life source around which the sun and solar system revolve. The star goddess is a gift of life and destiny, her celestial hands reaching out in blessing to everyone on earth. Her hair is loosed, a symbol of her free-flowing power and strength. She is the guiding light of hope and serendipity, bringing clarity, yes, and spiritual vision, yes. The star of life radiates from her heart, yes, illuminating her core, starry essence. The star at her third eye and throat brings celestial vision and encourage unique expression. Yes, yes, self-love, gratitude. The star of life radiates from her heart, illuminating her core, starry essence. The stars at her third eye and throat bring celestial vision and encourage unique expression. The Pleiadian star goddess is the very essence of beauty and inspiration. Her celestial compassion is here to awaken your heart, to ascend into your highest stellar path on earth. Yes, I received that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Called higher. I received that I'm walking into my highest stellar path on earth. And so after that it says, she sparks in you your divine purpose with confidence and vision. The vision card came out, the purpose card came out earlier. The star goddess is the Aquarian star of destiny, letting your self-esteem and sense of purpose rise to meet her in accomplishment of fulfilling your destiny. Yes, and so it is. I received that. So set those boundaries, set your intention, and know that you're being called higher. This seemingly stuck energy or heavy energy is just temporary. Move through it, move past the illusions, and do some grounding exercises, do some breathing exercises. Um, That's one thing I need to really focus on more too, because I get so focused on what I'm doing or whatever. Even sitting here talking now, I can tell that I'm not opening up enough, and that may be the need to, raise my awareness clearly, continue to work with my third eye or my first eye and the crown chakra, because to me that's being open to the energy and welcome it in, and more of like a surrendering energy. And that's what the card looks like for the star. It's like a surrendering energy. I'm going to pull one card from the Shamanic Oracle, Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. On the bottom it says, it's all good. No matter what, things are always all good. The universe is always working things out in my favor. The Most High is always conspiring to align things in my favor. Forgiveness is what wanted to pop out. Forgiveness. Joy. What's on the bottom? So grounding, like I said, because I was confused, like I was feeling the bottom card and the top card. So grounding, like I just said, the need to ground and to remain joyful. And the 4 is stability, 2 is cooperation and relationships, how we relate to one another. And the 6, 4 plus 2 is 6. So then that's like movement and family and love. So continue to feel joy. Go outside and actually enjoy the environment. Enjoy seeing the butterflies and flowers. Stop to smell the flowers. And be at peace. Feel joy for your life. And know that your better is coming. I love this song. You should probably listen to it if you get a chance. It's not, don't look at it like, oh, it's a religious song, whatever, but it's a spiritual song. It touches my spirit, at least. I don't know if it'll do you justice, but maybe you should listen and try. It's Better Days by Leandria Johnson. I'm not going to put the link down there. You can just look it up. Better Days are coming. And, I wanted to read that joy card. Joy. Oh, it's not even the right book. Ashley. We are created in joy. The balance of energy and higher vibrations bring us closer to divine love, pure joy. Joy can be a destination, but it can also be the vehicle that you use to get to that destination. Yes. Faith, grace, gratitude, and love all merge together, at different times and in different amounts to create joy. There is love, growth, tears, change, and self-realization in this card. This card portends a happy and joyous time. So beyond the illusions, joy is what's here. Ground that energy. Imagine those roots going into the ground. I did a Qigong exercise today, and it was like, I think it's called the water fountain or something. So it's pulling up that chi energy from the ground and then allowing it to wash over you. And imagine it being like water. So imagine the pure water washing over you, and then the murky water or whatever, and energy like dissipating into the earth. Mother Gaia wants to be able to take on that energy and and purify, just like a loving mother wants to take on the hurt of her children or whatever. She knows how to handle it. That's why I was saying that grandmother energy. She's been around the block a few times, so she knows how to, around the sun a few times. She knows how to be able to handle things better in a more mature way, in a more responsible fashion. So not saying that, Mother Gaia wants the earth can handle everything or whatever, but it's just like, no, this is what it's here for. The celestial energy, the wisdom is what we need in order to be able to move differently, so that we're not repeating certain patterns and stuff, so that we have wisdom and understanding how to adjust differently, how to move differently. Once you know better, you do better. So I want to get a divine feminine card just to see what energy we should embody. We know that wisdom, grace, mercy, and all that stuff is what we should, exemplify. But I just want to see what comes out for us and who comes out for us. I wouldn't be surprised if Kuan Yin comes through, because compassion is what's needed. Compassion for self and for others. Isis, going within, the high priestess energy. Okay, Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Okay. with that fierce energy. Khadijah, thank you. Ashay, the mother of believers. So you gotta believe. And she's the mother of believers. Yes, that mother energy. I am spiritually and financially abundant, both. And so it is. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Thank you. So allowing that tower to fall on anything and anyone or whatever that it's not working anymore. It's not working. Old heavy energy. No, we're done with that. We're done. We're done with that. We're done with that codependent energy. We're into this interdependent energy. I provide heaven and earth for myself. I don't need you to toot my own horn. Toot toot. I don't need you to do that. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I don't need you to do that. I don't need you to. But it's so nice that you're willing to, give. But as long as it's coming from a place of righteousness and self-love, you don't want anyone that's just like over giving or whatever, over trying to overcompensate because it might be coming from a codependent place too, whatever. So, anyways, Ash, there you go. I'll go with that overthinking thing, whatever. So the Dakini, the enlightened feminine, um, I my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Yes, I received that as well. And we talked about that, trusting your gut instinct and trusting the wisdom, unrelenting wisdom. This is the enlightened feminine. She's enlightened, so she knows. And there goes that starry energy right behind her, too. You want to take on that energy. Trust. Clear the mental clutter, clear it out your space, and trust. And then Joan of Arc is underneath her, the warrior of light. And then that warrior card came out, illumination card. I have a still like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Yes. And at the bottom is Fatima, the mother of imams. Imam. Imam. Love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Yes. Love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. There goes that gratitude again. So these energies are here for us. We just have to be willing to accept them, surrender to it, surrender to our higher calling. Many are called, but few are chosen. Be willing to step up to the plate and express what we know to be true, and that's that we deserve love. We try to give love to other people so much, but we deserve that same love that we're trying to give out. We're deserving of that. Thank you for watching. This is way longer than what I expected, but it is what it is. I surrender to the message that's trying to come forth, and I receive it. Child consciousness comes up underneath on top of the deck or whatever. So I received that. I'm going to remember to get my card from down there. Remember the star energy. Remember that the celestial energy is trying to pour forth blessings and abundance and celestial galactic intergalactic wisdom, multidimensional wisdom. There's so much wisdom here. There's so much potential here. Be open to receive it. Clear your mental space. There's a practice that they do this in Qigong, clearing that mental space, trusting that we will receive the understanding that we need to have, the clarity that we need, running the 10 dragons through our hair, sweeping that energy off you, sweeping it off you, and then shaking it off your hands, dispersing it. Okay, let me get my mane popping again. It's like I'm just like but yeah, just feeling light. I need to go hug a tree or something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down there, walk down there and get my card and ground my energy. Ground, I think that was the title of the video the other day, like 10 toes down and then eye up to the sky. So my kids clearly want to come outside. Hopefully they ate up all my candy, all their brother's chips. But I'm glad they're safe and being sweet, walking around in little costumes and wanting to walk the dog and stuff, so I won't complain. Getting bit up by mosquitoes, get off me. Get back. I know it tastes good, but get back. So I'm going to go. I'll leave you in peace.
love and elevation today and every day.